Good morning. Today is Wednesday of the 29th week in Ordinary Time, and we are fast advancing towards the end of our liturgical church year and the beginning of the season of Advent. However, today I would like to speak about the feast which we just celebrated yesterday, Tuesday, the 22nd of October, and that is the feast of Pope St. John Paul II. Everyone, I'm certain, is familiar with this great pope. And the first thing I would like to talk about is why did the Church, when St. John Paul II was canonized, assign this particular date for the celebration of his annual feast? Well, on October 22nd of 1978, the Holy Father, John Paul II, celebrated his first public Mass, which the Church refers to as the inauguration of his pontificate. And so it was a beautiful Mass celebrated in St. Peter's Square. Almost every single cardinal who was alive at that time attended this Mass. There were over 250 bishops who were there, and the crowd estimated was over 250,000 people actually in St. Peter's Square for this Mass. Plus it was televised around the world because you recall it had been over 400 years since a man who was not an Italian had been elected Pope. And so, and of course, Pope St. John Paul II was most active. He was very engaging, and he had quickly become the focus of attention for not just the Catholic and religious media, but the secular media as well. And that continued on pretty much the same throughout his entire very lengthy, very fruitful pontificate up to and including the day of his death in 2005 on the eve of the feast which he himself initiated, Divine Mercy Sunday. And of course, it didn't take all that long as far as the Church is concerned for him to be declared a saint and formally canonized by the Church. And the feast again assigned to him is October 22nd, going back to that first Mass inaugurating his pontificate as the successor to St. Peter and the successor to Pope John Paul I. But also, this feast gives us an opportunity, and there are many excellent books, biographies written about Pope St. John Paul II. It gives us all an opportunity to go back and learn a bit more about all that the Holy Father accomplished and did for the good of the faith, the Church, and society over the many years that he served as the Vicar of Christ on earth. And I would encourage you, if you have the time, you can find all of these sources and resources online. I would just type in his name, Pope St. John Paul II, and you'd be surprised the amount of material that comes up on your computer screen and the wealth of material that you can go to, read, and if you choose to purchase a book written about him, that's fine too. But a very economical but very informative way of studying and learning more and more about the life of this great saint of our church, a modern saint, would be, I would suggest you do that. But at any rate, perhaps you were unaware that yesterday was his feast, but keep in mind it'll be the same day, October 22nd, every year in the liturgical year of the church. And so perhaps plan ahead to attend Mass and seek this great saint intercession for a particular need you may have or your family may have, and you won't be disappointed. He is a saint of our Holy Roman Catholic Church, and with all the saints, he intercedes for all of us before the throne of mercy and grace, which is our Lord Jesus. So continue to enjoy the weather of this autumn season. It will probably change rather quickly and unexpectedly for us, but enjoy the rest of this week and continue to commit yourself to daily prayer for yourself, for the needs of others.